Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm that fat guy. Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 10 of my weight loss journey. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked, and commented on my videos. Please feel free to comment, like, even if you dislike a video. Feedback is fantastic. It's the only way that I can grow with my content. So thank you so much, guys. Today is also a Sunday, so I've got a little bit more time today. So I wanted to talk about a specific topic, which I believe is very important when it comes to your weight loss journey, or let's call it what it is, fat loss journey. Goal setting. I did not set up goals last time I did it, and that's where everything fell apart. So some of you may remember from my previous video is that in my life I've always been a fat dude. Growing up I was the big kid, and since my time leaving school I have gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, and lost weight. And one thing I haven't done each time I have lost the weight is not written down and come up with a clear, defined list of goals. And I believe that's once I get to a certain point, I'm just like, yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. I can relax a little, and then I relax a lot, and then I'm again. So yeah, pretty much whatever you do in life, you got to come up with goals, whether it's career goals or sport goals or anything you really want to set your mind to. You got to have goals, because how do you measure whether you have achieved any of your targets, and how do you measure success? So I've got a piece of paper here in front of me, and I'm going to write down my goals. And these are going to be divided up into a few different sections. It's going to be short, medium, and long-term goals. Short-term would be anywhere between now and a month, maybe 2 months. Medium would be 2 months to 6 months, and then long-term 12 months. And once I achieve these goals, I'm going to keep reviewing them and coming up with different ones, to keep me focused on something that I can do. But in saying this, it's very important to make your goals achievable. If I were to say, I want to lose 80 kilos by the end of the year and become a new Calvin Klein model, A, I don't have the face for it, but B, it's completely unachievable. It's never going to happen. So I'll just be disheartened and discouraged when I don't land a modeling deal. So what we'll do is I'll jump straight into it and write down a few of my goals. So I've got a corkboard up in my room, which I'm going to put this up on, and I'm going to see it every day when I wake up. When I walk out of my room, it's going to be there. I'm going to read it and see it, and hopefully keep myself motivated from it. Now, this video is completely unscripted again, and it might be a bit longer than my usual videos. I'm just going to try to keep it simple. And if there are spelling errors, screw it. I'll just do short term. Let's do that 0 to 1 month. Okay. Back to gym. And I'm going to add swimming. Now, when I last lost all my weight, I went to the gym at least 5 days a week. It was fantastic. I used to love going to the gym. I used to, when I didn't go to the gym, I was like, man, I wish I could go to the gym. I had some friends that I went to, friends that came with me, Kieran, David, times two Davids, and a bunch of others that I got to know at the gym, and everything was going really well. I was doing medium to heavy weight routines. I wasn't one to be on the treadmill running and spending all my time on a cross trainer doing these ones. That wasn't me. I used to do maybe a little bit of cardio, like to warm up, and then it was just all supersets with working myself to failure, drop sets, and all sorts of things, focusing on your chest one day, back another, legs another day. Yes, I did legs, and shoulders and the rest of your arms on another day. And I also did some boxing. I used to work the heavy bag quite a bit, and do like an hour's routine on that, like sets of 3 minutes, 1 minute break. And I used to do 30-30-30 technique, which I'll post a link to. It's actually super good, and you're dead by the end of it. Like, not literally like clear, but you feel like really really dead. Yeah, it was fantastic. I used to love doing that, so I want to try to get back into that. I'm not going to aim for 5 days a week straight away, because I will burn myself out, because my body is just so round. And I might start with 3 days a week. And swimming, I did get into at one stage. I used to do like lap swimming, about 30 minutes, just freestyle backstroke, that kind of thing. And I feel that because, like, I have got a knee injury and such like that, running doesn't really suit me, and I prefer the low impact swimming. So I'm going to get back into that. I just knocked the camera. Next one we're going to do is minimum of 6K steps per day. So when I work in an office job, as mentioned before, so on a lazy day where I don't really do anything, I could do as little as 3,000 steps a day, and that includes walking to and from the station and whatnot. So I really want to keep that around the 6K mark and double that. If I go to 8,000 or 10,000, it's not like I'm going to stop at 6K, but I want the minimum to be 6K. And I think I can do that. That's a goal that I can immediately put in and achieve. And if I achieve that consistently, cheering. And the most obvious one, healthy eating. I want to make sure I keep to what I'm doing, keeping to the healthy eating. That includes, the man shake, and making sure I cook my meals, and I don't go for the lazy option, I might just have a Red Rooster wrap, because they aren't that bad for you, and then that just kind of starts but I'll add chips today because I'm a little extra hungry. So yeah, I want to make sure I keep cooking my dinners, and having my shakes, and having my snacks, and keeping my fruit and everything of that nature going. So that's an immediate goal which I can achieve within 0 to 1 month or 2 months. Now let's do medium term goals, which is 2 to 6 months. Now I'm going to set these ones, this is going to be a very measurable one, and I'm just putting this in note form, and I'll explain it to you, because I don't need to put the whole thing. As you may have read, I am a Parramatta Eels fan. I follow rugby league, and I am unfortunately one of those hopefuls. We can do it this year. Come on, Para, But 2020 is shaping to be a very good year. I am a Eels Club member, and unfortunately, in the last year and a half, I have outfatted my Eels jersey. I got this Eels jersey from my lovely fiance, and this was a Father's Day present, and soon after I was too big to wear it comfortably. While it does fit on me, is not stretch, it's like really tight around the belly and all that. It just doesn't look like it's a comfortable fit. So I want to buy round 4, which is the game against the Dragons versus Dragons. And that is the 5th of April. That's probably going to be the first game I'm going to go to this year. I want to have that Eels jersey sitting on me comfortably, and I don't look out of place in it. It doesn't look like I've tried to stuff myself into it and make it work. I want to have a comfortable fitting jersey, and I feel that is very achievable, being that it's only the 19th of January now. I've pretty much got close to 3 months to do it, so I want to achieve that. That's one of my medium-term goals. And I've got a holiday away, which I do every year with the boys, and that is on the Queen's long weekend, so June long weekend. And I should not really add the T, but it's paintball. Every year we try to do paintball. The last couple of years I haven't done it for a mixture of reasons. One year I came home pelted with 52 welts all over my body after I had to do a chicken run, which was just shit. But that's I want to be fit enough and healthy enough that I feel like I can do paintball and not be winded the entire time. So that even though that is not a measurable, or it kind of is measurable, like if I go, then I've achieved the goal. If I haven't, then I haven't. And but that will be more of a mental thing. So I want to achieve that in June. So the big ones. So let's do long-term goals. I'm going to go for 40 kg loss. So this is going to be around 12 months. So around, December, January, December this year or January next year, I want to be 40 kilos lighter than my starting weight. Now, I could extend that out to 50 or 60 kilos, but 60 kilos is getting to that point where I kind of know my own body. That's getting to be non-achievable range or anything of that nature. I think 40 kilos is a good number to use. I feel that I can get to that point, and right now I am about 160 kilos. That's as of when I got my surgery done back in November. I don't have scales at home, but I've also done all my measurements and such like that. So if I were to lose 40 kilos, I'm going to say I'm going to be around the triple XL or double XL shirt size. Now this is a big deal, because once you get, triple X. So once you get to this range, you can shop at most retail outlets for clothes. Anything above triple XL, they pretty much don't stock it unless you go to a big and tall shop, or like the big men's section of some retail outlets like Target or even Lowe's and such like that. So if I can get to that range, they'll open up a lot more in terms of wardrobe, which I need, but that will be a huge mental gain. So I reckon if I were to lose 40 kilos, I'll be around that range. So if not, then I'll have to adjust the goal and set to it, but that is the main goal. And this one kind of goes back to my my gym routine. I want to be able to go back to my days of doing 200 kilo deadlifts. I got to a point where my maximum was 225 kilogram deadlift, and that's just a standard deadlift, no straps, just chalk. And I used to do that for 2 reps before I died. And 200 I could do, at least five reps, which I felt fairly comfortable with. So if I were to try to do that right now, I reckon I'll throw out my back, give myself a hernia, and bust a poo-poo valve. So I'm going to look to get back into that. So they are my goals. That's what I want to achieve over the next 12 months. So that's a mixture of short-term goals, such as just change of habits, medium-term goals in terms of fitting into things a little bit better, feeling a bit better about myself, and long-term goals, the overall target for the year. as I mentioned, I will be changing a few of them as I achieve them. Hopefully I do achieve them, but as I achieve them, I plan to update the short-term goals and keep myself always striving to something new. Once a week, I want to try to do a video like this where it might be a little bit longer than the others, where I just sit and chat about things that are important to me, about my weight loss journey, or things that I feel that, you know, some other people may benefit in. And as have said before in previous videos, I'm no authority on losing weight and all that. I mean, just you got to take one look at me. But I've done it before, and this time I want it to be different. So if I can put forward any sort of advice or anything that might help people that need to know these kinds of things, I'm happy to do so. Thanks again for everyone who has joined my channel. Please subscribe, like, or comment if you want to have anything to say. And yeah, have a great the rest of your weekend. Tonight I'm once again going to cook up some steak sandwiches. So the rain has stopped for the moment, so I might fire up the barbie and get out and cook some steaks. So catch you guys around, and I'll see you tomorrow. All the best.